said something about going to visit a Dr. Lee in Rivet City. Then he left in a hurry.
Yes. Keep it on the level, and everything will be fine.
何やったの？逃げ出しています。何かが？あ、なんかいるんだ。まだ敵が。どっかに。ダメ？話してくんないんだ。なんかいたね。あ、オップオップ、どこだい？逃げてった。よし。リベットシティが見えてきた。よっしゃ。入り口どこじゃ。すごいな。入り口どこなんだろう。大体いるんだね。
Welcome to Rivet City. Please wait while the bridge extends.
人がいっぱいいる。
Hold it right
なんで
there. State your business in Rivet City.
ドクター・リーを探してる。
Yeah? Let me guess. No, she's not expecting you. But it's really important, and you need to see her right away. Been a lot of that going around lately, and I've had just about enough of it. So you're going to have to do better than that.
父がドクター・リーに会いに来た。自分は父を探している。
Older guy, in his 50s or so? I remember him. He left already, but Dr. Lee might know more.
こんなに早いんだ。
All right, you can go on up. She'll be in the science lab. Just don't cause any trouble, or else you're going to answer to me.
力になってくれてありがとう。
Carry on then.
I'm on duty. Make it quick.
Security.
I suppose.
そういう意味か。ドクター・リーのラボはどこ？
At the stern. That's the west end to you.
ありがとう。
Yeah. See you.
Everything looks okay here.
Don't mind me.
Hey,
Well,
I'm on duty. Make it quick. I suppose. At the stern. That's the west end to you.
またここから西？
Bye.
welcome to Rivet City Supply. I've got a little bit of everything here. Howdy, I'm Seagrave. Seagrave Holmes. I have a little of just about everything here. I've got a little bit of everything.
わお。
See you later. It's locked for a reason. Don't get any ideas.
I do the repairs around here, so if you see something that needs fixing, let me know.
Hello.
Hey there.
Look, Dr. Zimmer, we've been over this. We don't know about your runaway robot, and we don't care. This lab is dedicated to solving real problems.
Yes. But Dr. Lee.
Dr. Lee is trying to save lives, and your constant interruptions are interfering with those efforts. Now please, stand aside.
I'm sure the good doctor's work with water purification is fascinating. But if you only knew what was at stake, the technology in that android...
What's at stake? You won't tell me what's at stake. Vagaries and secrecy. A robot's a robot, Zimmer, no matter how shiny the paint job. Now, please.
Ignorance and facetiousness. That's all you people are good for. Shiny paint job indeed. You can't even imagine the Commonwealth's accomplishments.
You know, if you're so smart, maybe you could help us, hmm? But no, that never even crossed your mind. Go peddle your selfishness somewhere else.
Fine, but I'm not leaving. Not until I've spoken to Dr. Lee. I'll be here when she's ready to abandon her chemistry set and talk real science.
Suit yourself.
Dr. Lee, new solutions will be ready in a few
あ、ドクター
hours.
リー
Perfect, I'll be ready for them. Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people. It's you. My heavens, you look so much like him. You're James's daughter, aren't you? What are you doing here? You were too young to remember, and I suppose James never spoke of me. Typical. I'm Dr. Madison Lee. I worked with your parents many years ago. Now I run the science lab here in Rivet City. It was all I had left. When your mother died, your father decided to leave with you. He abandoned our work. We had no choice but to do the same. You mean you haven't? I assumed he sent you here. For that matter, aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there. Your father is no longer here, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't use that tone with me. Your father insisted that we return to work on Project Purity. I tried telling him too much time has passed. There's no way it would work. Predictably, he refused to listen to me. He says he can prove it will work and headed off to the old lab. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to tell you. It's in the old Jefferson Memorial Building, northwest of here. Please, don't go after him. It was foolish of him to even think about going there alone. I suppose so. I worked with them for several years until your mother died and your father decided it was time to leave. What else do you want to know? Complications from childbirth. None of us were expecting it. We weren't as prepared as we could have been. You have to understand, we were struggling with scavenged, derelict equipment. We did everything we could. Yes, well, I'm sorry it wasn't enough. James? He was very driven, determined to change the world. Well, we all were back then, I suppose. He was focused on two things, really. Making Project Purity work, and your mother. When she died, I think he gave up. I know he wanted to keep you safe, but I think part of what he did was run away. But it seems that he never really was able to get over the idea. I'm frankly shocked that he waited all this time and wants to try again. Yes, your mother was... well, she was a good woman. A very dedicated scientist. Your father loved her very much. It was a shame that she died. She had been excited to meet you. Good luck finding your father.
You there! What are you, some kind of lab assistant? No, you look a bit more weathered. Are you by any chance for hire? To the point! I like that. Well, as it turns out, I've misplaced some very sensitive property. How do I put this in a way you'll understand? All you know of robots are those buckets of bolts, those Mr. Handshakers and whatnot. Well, that's not all a robot can be. You see, in the Commonwealth, we've made artificial persons, synthetic humanoids, programmed to think and feel and do whatever we need. And occasionally, they get confused and wander off.
どう関係してんの？
You're helping me retrieve this android, aren't you? I've tracked him this far. He's out there somewhere, in the capital wasteland. He must have done something drastic, like facial surgery and a mind wipe, or else I would have found him by now. It will be no easy task. He may not even realize he's an android. Don't upset him by talking with him. Just come get me immediately. I'll handle it.
ミカエルは？
Of course! I have at my disposal advanced technology from the Commonwealth. I'd be willing to share some of it with you. Just think, you'll be the envy of all your friends.
わかった。
Excellent! Locate my android, and you won't be disappointed. Here, listen to this message he sent me. He's mocking me. I swear, I'll make him pay for that.
何か提案は？
Like I've said, I suspect he's had facial reconstruction and possibly even a mind wipe. Search the offices of doctors or techies for android information. If he's come into contact with these people, there may be records. Start with Dr. Preston. He lives on this leaky boat. See if he knows anything. He's a doctor, after all. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy trying to ignore my surroundings. Of course you do.
Yes?
I moved the new plant beds under the sun lamps.
Thank you, Garza.
なんかいろんなことがいろいろありすぎたけど。
Hey there.
では、ちょっとリベットシティの中をいろいろ探索して次に進みたいと思います。
Don't go too far away.
Let's grab a bite to eat.
Hey, take a look around. I got all kinds of stuff in here. Some dang fool was selling Android recordings. I was just as big a fool for buying one. Here, have mine. Nothing but a damn hoax anyway.
アンドロイドのホロテープについて教えてほしい。
Yeah, I know. I got dummy written on my forehead. They sent those tapes to lots of people. You know, gullible and technically minded folk like me. The Weatherly Hotel is a good choice. It's on the upper deck. See you later.
Zimmer, by the time you get this message, I'll already be gone. I'm escaping the Commonwealth. I want to live my own life on my own terms, as my own man. I know what you're thinking, that I'm malfunctioning. I used to think that's what caused the runaways too. But I know better now. Self-determination is not a malfunction. I'm not just willing to put up with all the bullshit anymore. You humans are going to have a full-fledged rebellion on your hands if you don't start treating us synths as persons.
Yes?
I know you'll be marshalling the retention bureau to come after me, but I know all the tricks of the trade. You won't be finding me, I assure you. By the time you get this, I will be someone else. It's the price I pay for my liberation. My final act of rebellion against a system I no longer believe in. Goodbye, Zimmer, and good riddance. If you're listening to this recording, it is because you're believed to be trustworthy. I hope that is the case, because this recording puts us both in danger. I'm escaping from the Commonwealth. I'm an android, a synthetic man, a slave. The men hunting me are ruthless and will stop at nothing to retrieve their property. I need to find a doctor in the wasteland to perform facial reconstruction. I also need someone who knows a great deal about computers. I need to have my memories erased and my face altered to look like someone else.
You don't look so tough. Tamper with that and we're going to have a problem. They call me sister. Don't ask. Smart move. What did you want? So do I.
I'm Janice Kaplinsky, Chief Botanist. What do you need? I did see a man talking to Dr. Lee, but I really shouldn't be discussing it. She's already in a bad mood. I'd hate to make it worse. You should probably just talk to her about it. Other than him being an egotistical, arrogant, condescending pain in the ass, nothing. He's from the Commonwealth. He's come looking for some special robot. I must admit I'm rather curious, but I have other work to do. So long.
Time to get drunk.
I am at your service. Welcome to the Weatherly. Mr. Buckingham at your service.
Welcome to the Weatherly Hotel. I'm your hostess, Vera Weatherly.
あ、ベラだ。ベラ、甥のブライアンが両親を亡くして住む場所を探してるんだけど。
Poor dear. I know what it's like to be alone. I'd love to take him in. Don't worry. I have the means to keep him fed and healthy, but most importantly, safe.
新しいよ、気に入ると思うから、すぐ連れてくる。
Oh, that's wonderful. If you ever wander back into Rivet City, why don't you check up on us? You're always welcome.
予想外に。彼のところに戻ろうかな。中ももうほぼほぼ。
Hello.
アンドロイドを探すだろうなんだろういろいろとあるけど、今のところちょっと何をしていいかがあまりよくわからないので。
Quite an impressive collection, isn't it? Well, don't be shy. Have a look around. Abraham Washington's the name. Curator of this little slice of American history. Ah, a fellow scholar, I see. Each of the documents in this room tells a small but important story about the history of the United States of America. Unfortunately, the greatest prize of all is missing from the collection. In 1776, the Second Judgmental Congress got together and adopted a document drafted by none other than Thomas Jefferson himself. It was the day the United States of America earned its name and secured its place in history. This magnificent achievement took form in the Declaration of Independence. Indeed I do. Without the Declaration, the rest of these relics are almost meaningless. I must have it. Acquire the document for me, and you'll be awarded most handsomely. What do you think?
あ、じゃあ受けとく。
Excellent! You won't regret it, I promise you. Imagine, you are taking part in another chapter of American history. I envy you. You can find the Declaration of Independence in the ruins of the National Archives.
公文書館への行き方を教えてほしい。
In the DC ruins, you'll find the National Archives, or what's left of it anyway. The building should contain the document in a protective glass case. Be careful. The place is swarming with super mutants. Here, let me pinpoint its location for you.
お、追加された。じゃあ行くわ。
I hope next time I see you, the Declaration will be in hand.
I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any? I'm on duty. Make it quick. Chief Harkness meets with Dr. Lee and Bannon to discuss security matters. It's a waste of a good Monday morning, if you ask me. They should just let Chief Harkness call the shots. Yeah, see you.
さて、ではここから出るにはどうすればいいんだろう。ご視聴ありがとうございました。チャンネル登録、コメントなどもお待ちしております。ゆいでした。